Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is also fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, yesterday attended two events in Nairobi. William Ruto first attended a church service in Makadara constituency.
Bishop amenisaidia kuniambia ya kwamba jameni, msiniite majina mara Sakayo mara nani. Lakini unajua askofu, mimi kama msomi wa Biblia, ukisoma katika Wakorintho wa kwanza 9, pale katika mstari wa nafikiri 19 inasema, I became a Jew.
And later in the evening, William Ruto attended AFC Leopards 60th anniversary celebration at Nyayo National Stadium.
Thank you, Excellency. We've come to the end of this session. Thank you.
Makadara constituency is predominantly Luhya nation. AFC Leopards is Luhya community club, which begs the question, what was the objective of William Ruto attending those two events?
Na nataka tu kuambia mheshimiwa wetu Musalia Mudavadi, wewe ni kiongozi wetu, tunakupenda, tunakuheshimu, anza kuita watu wako, anza kutuita, tuanze kupanga mipango yetu. Kwa sababu muda pia inakimbia na ni muhimu watu wetu waanze kupangwa. Ni vibaya kuanza kutukanana, kuanza kupigana mwana Tanzania vile kuko, hatungependa hizo siasa ziingie katika Kenya. So wewe uko katika cheo kubwa katika taifa la Kenya, sisi tulikuwa katika upinzani. Nataka tukuchukua nafasi kukushukuru kwa kukubali kusupport kiongozi wetu Raila Odinga kwenda kwa chairperson wa AU. Hiyo ni pongezi sana kwako. Hiyo muonesha kama ndugu, hiyo ni heshima kubwa umepeana kwa taifa la Kenya. Na sisi tunakuangalia, hatuna shida na wewe, vile unataka katika Kenya, tutakusupport.
Because for me, I've been observing William Ruto's politics of late. And clearly, William Ruto has changed the strategy. William Ruto is no longer moving towards the mountain. He's actually drifting away from the mountain. William Ruto is now focusing more on winning the support of the Luhya nation. And that can explain why on Sunday, which was yesterday, William Ruto attended a church service in Makadara, and later on, the celebration, AFC Leopards celebration. The truth of the matter is that William Ruto has changed his strategy. And I looked at the list of people who attended the events. Clearly, Mount Kenya is out of equation for William Ruto. So in this video, I want to reveal to you guys William Ruto's strategy by attending those two events. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. Why do you think William Ruto attended a church service in Makadara constituency? Or you just want to tell me he just chose Makadara, which is predominantly Luhya, and then attended the 60th anniversary of AFC Leopard? If it was about AFC Leopard's anniversary alone, then I would not have any problem. But here, William Ruto's handlers strategically organized the event to target the Luhya nation. So for me, number one, if you ask me, Luhya factor in 2027 presidential elections. Now, if you followed William Ruto's campaign in the last election, the strategy was simple and it worked. Consolidate the Kikuyu nation and deliver the Kalenjin. The tyranny of numbers. and then add 1, 2, 3 from here and there. In fact, William Ruto's presidency can be attributed to the votes from the Kikuyu Nation. The Kikuyu Nation gave William Ruto, if you take his total votes, over 40% of the votes. I think it must be 45 or 40 something there of the votes. But in 2027, William Ruto's strategy is clearly different. William Ruto is now targeting the Luhya Nation. And the question is, what has happened to the mountain? Because if it's working, why change it? The truth is, the equation in Mount Kenya has changed completely. Let me take you back to 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, William Ruto donated 50 million Kenyan shillings to the Salvation Army. They were also celebrating some years. I don't know, was it 50 or I don't know. He contributed to them, donated 50 million Kenyan shillings. The Jeshi la Wokovu is also predominantly the Luhya Nation. If you compared William Ruto's strategy now to his strategy before the last election, clearly they are different. In the last election, William Ruto used to spend most of his time in churches in Mount Kenya. There is no way you can convince me that William Ruto can contribute 50 million to the Salvation Army and is no longer keen on Akorino churches, the PCA. He's no longer keen on that, on those churches. Why? Because of the shift in strategy. William Ruto really wants the support of the Luhya Nation. The truth of the matter is that if elections were to be held today, the mountain will vote for Ruto, but not to the man the way they did in the last election. In the last election, Azimio got 1.4 million. If you were to ask me, I doubt if Ruto will still be able to get the high percentage he got in the mountain in the last election. In fact, the biggest challenge would be voter apathy. And the truth is, Uhuru Kenyatta has also gained the ground in the mountain, despite the fact that he's actually not even campaigning. So, Ruto is targeting the Luhya votes in 2027. Do you think he's going to succeed? Number 2, William Ruto is also gauging the mood of the country, especially Nairobi. William Ruto was accompanied to the church by Ndindi Nyoro. And during his speech, Ndindi Nyoro made reference to Nyamakima. Nyamakima traders are very angry and unhappy with William Ruto and his policies. These are the people who campaigned for William Ruto. So Kenya Kwanza policies are currently affecting them in a very big way. So he decided, let me go and test. And the fact that he carried Ndindi Nyoro to explain to them Kenya Kwanza policies also confirms that indeed he went there to gauge the mood of Nairobi.
Tulisema hapo awali tukitafuta kura. Our work as government led by His Excellency the President and the Deputy President and all of us. Sisi ni watu wa kushikilia wanabiashara. Wale wako Nyamakema, wale wako Nairobi, wale wako Kenya mzima. Now all the government agencies, our work is to incentivize the businesses and enterprise in Kenya. Na nauliza all the government shirika zote za serikali kama KRA, na nauliza kwa heshima, as you do changes and especially increasing duty like the one we saw recently, it is important to do public participation. Unaita wasikadau pamoja, unawauliza. Na nauliza haswa mkubwa wa domestic taxes in Kenya. Tafadhali hiyo maneno ya kuongeza duty from 2.5 million to 3 million. Tafadhali kwanza ukatisha hiyo maneno, ita wanabiashara, mkae nao chini, kwa sababu wengi walileta bidhaa kama dola iko juu sana, wanaumia hapo, na wakiongezwa hiyo duty kwa njia ya juu sana, wataweza kuuza hizo bidhaa na hasara, ama they pass over that cost to the consumers. Na pia wale anti-counterfeit authority, many economies in the world, they grow through emulation. Emulation is borrowing technology and adopting it. Kwa hivyo kazi yao na wauliza kwa heshima. Number one, they need to define to our business people, what is counterfeit? So that wakisema maneno ya counterfeit, mwanabiashara already anajua counterfeit ni kusema nini. Now especially also number 2, kazi yao ni kushikilia hawa wanabiashara wasaidiwe hata kwa maneno ya production. Na mimi nataka niwahakikishie wanabiashara wote Kenya, sisi tuko kuwasikilia. Na ile macontainers zimesikiliwa pale port. Nauliza kwa heshima, KRA wafanye namna ya haraka. Waachilie hizo container, waite wasikadau, wakae chini, waongee, because we want to promote enterprise in Kenya. Na pia wale wako katika transport in Kenya. Saa zingine nasoma maneno kwa magazeti, na saa zingine najua haitoki kwa serikali. Wale wanabeba kama wanabeba na matatu, kazi yetu ni kuwalinda. Wale wanabeba hata na Probox, wale wanabeba na Sienta, kazi yetu ni kukaa chini na tunaona vile tunaweza wasikilia, wafanye biashara bila kuogopa, kwa sababu hii ni serikali ya kushikilia wanabiashara.
Number 4, William Ruto is already campaigning for 2027, while Azimio are still sleeping. And by the time Azimio will be waking up, it will be late for them. I'm saying this because if you've been studying William Ruto, immediately he took over, he embarked on a campaign. Then Raila Odinga derailed that campaign by organizing demonstrations. Raila Odinga is currently busy with his campaign for the African Union Commission chair, which means William Ruto now has the opportunity and the time to campaign locally here. So, as the Mio Loboja One Kenya Alliance, in my view, should be very careful, because if they are not careful, William Ruto is going to sustain it. I remember during the last time between 2017 and 2022, when William Ruto embarked on early campaigns, most people never believed that William Ruto was going to sustain it. He sustained the campaign for 5 good years. Now he's the president, and it's going to be easy for him to sustain the campaign for 5 good years. So William Ruto is already campaigning for 2027. And lastly, I think William Ruto is trying to revive church. And this time around, he's not reviving it in the mountain. In the last election, William Ruto really focused on the churches, but the ones in the mountain. This time around, I'm seeing William Ruto trying to focus more on churches, but for the ones in the Luo nation. That's why he donated that money, to that huge sum of money, to the Salvation Army. We'll be seeing William Ruto visiting that's Bongoma man. What is the name of his church? Wanyonyi. Yeah. So he's also trying to revive church politics because it worked for him. The church feels that he's abandoned them. So I strongly believe that William Ruto is trying to revive church politics. I don't know what to think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.